Good evening, everybody. I hope you're well. We are back again with another live show on the channel. It is the match review and the player ratings from yesterday's 2-1 defeat to Arsenal. I mean, I am still feeling pretty annoyed with that. I'm not because of the VAR decisions. We've, as I mentioned on the quick thoughts, we threw that away yesterday. We tried to hold out a 1-0 lead, and it clearly didn't work. And yeah, I am still up in arms about it. I really, really am. Well, let's see what the others have to say. We've got Mason, of course, who's co-host. And, by the way, Mason, a very happy birthday to you. I hope you've had a good day.
Thank you.
Good. And we've got Chippaz joining us tonight because he was not best pleased as well with the game as well. And I presume he's got plenty to say on the game tonight, I wonder. Well, then, we'll just go for the housekeeping rules first. If you enjoy the show, hit the thumbs up. It's important we get the like so people know where to find us in the search results. Please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribing and your job goes on the channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button, free to do so. It does help make the channel grow as well. And please hit that bell notification. That just let you know whenever a live show is taking place. Our pre-recorded video gets uploaded. Hit the bell to make sure you're up to date with the content. You do not want to miss it all. If you want to give a donation, feel free. If you want to become a member, it's 99p at that join button to become a member. You'll be putting the prize draws we do as well. And hopefully we're going to get some, again, going very, very soon as well. Let's just nip in the comments quickly before we dive into it. Andrew, good evening. A lot of happy birthdays to you, Mason. Trevor, good evening. Do you think Eddie has run his course at Newcastle? Has he become too predictable with a set formation and his inability to use different players unless he has no choice? I think he puts Ben at left back. We're going to come on to that. It's back to just use him. Again, we'll come on to it. Ian, good evening. Hope you're well. Lee, good evening. More happy birthdays for you, Mason. Tom, good evening.
Thank you.
I'm not going to score Port down tonight for one mistake. He probably was doing what Eddie just told him, just like Miley was. I'm not going to put it all down to Nick Pope for yesterday as well, because it weren't for him at times. We could have been at least a couple of goals down. So, yeah, people asking why TDO was cancelled tonight. Hope everything is okay. Good evening, Julie. Hope you're well. Predator, good evening. No, I'm not. I'm well, Foreman. Yeah, more birthday messages. He was at fault for both their goals. Trev, fucking shocking. Cost us the game despite doing well for much of the game. That punch on Volamada was a joke again. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the penalty decision we could have possibly had as well. That's going to be a big talking point as well, because there's a lot of mixed opinions on it. Chalky, good evening. Gabriel will get away with it. Do you think we should add a penalty? We will talk about that as well. Chippaz was not supposed to be. Brian, good evening. I bet Chippaz is going to have a run. I'm still fuming. Me and Peter and I told you, I reckon this morning, this could be the year he gets sacked. You don't spend 250 million to get 6 points in 6 games. Did you get a King Mason blown out all the candles? Will's the bag of ket for us all. Robert, good evening. And we'll just send all of each other in the chat. Well, then let's get into it. We'll start with you, Chippaz, because I presume you've got quite a bit to say on it first. Right. When we seen the lineup, and Dan Burn was at left back.
I thought Eddie Howe had some bloody poppers or something in the morning, or bloody had some drugs himself playing day and night. I couldn't believe it. He hasn't played there for 2 fucking years, and yet he goes, "Oh, I'll play him against fucking Bukayo Sako, one of the fastest players in the league," and it backfired completely. That was the alarm bell straight away. Why is he playing him at left back?
That was
You've got Kieran Trippier sat on the bench, and yet you've got Tino Livramento playing at right back, and you've got a right back sitting on the bench, and you've got a right back who can play at left back starting. Yep. What are you doing? Why are you accommodating a team to play Dan Burn for?
It sounded like Eddie was like probably saying to himself before game, "He's back. I need to put him back in the team."
You don't. You do not have to put him back in the team because Charlie Bottle haven't deserved to be dropped.
Well, I said if I didn't want Trippier to start, but if I knew that Dan Burn was going to play at left back, I would have had Trippier in from the start, or possibly Emil Kraft. The fact is as well, Chippaz, Lewis Hall wasn't even there. Apparently,
Well,
he's just been
got
rested.
fatigue. Apparently he's got fatigue. Well, why did you play him in 2 games in 4 days then? Why didn't you play him last Saturday? Leave him out in midweek and play him on Sunday, and then play Kraft and Trippier right and left back in midweek? Why don't you do that? It's completely annoying. It's just, the whole day yesterday was wrong. Every decision was wrong. The start line that was wrong. The way it was set was wrong. The team's attitude was wrong. Any substitutions were wrong. Everything was just wrong. It's just ridiculous. And the first half an hour, we took up the arse off Arsenal. No, if you pardon the pun.
You know what? Yeah.
Why didn't he change it? He kept it exactly the same, and we were lucky to be 1-0 up at half time without Nick Pope. It's 3 or 4-1 to them, without doubt. I just don't see it. And then second half, my God, man, it was almost as if he just said, "Well, we'll just sit on the edge of a box and do nothing." Armada hits the bar in the first 2 minutes of the second half, right? If that goes in, it's 2-0, right? Because he's onside, so it would have been overturned because it got flagged. But why on earth, as soon as the second half comes on, we're offering nothing going forward when the players on the pitch are meant to be, Anthony Gordon, how much did we pay for him? 40 or 50 million or something?
We're not seeing it, are we?
No, we've got Jacob Murphy on the other side who was providing assists left, right, and centre all last season.
It was very disappointed with him as well.
We've got a striker up front who will put the ball in the bar net if he gets service and nothing. And where was the midfield yesterday? Arsenal passed through him like a knife through butter half the time.
But Tonali was good.
Joe Litton was nowhere. I felt for Tonali because he was the better one of the three, and the other two just went walkabout.
And again, do you know what I feel sorry for as well? Chow and Botman, because I thought them two outstanding again the day as well for me.
Because what paid me off is Botman had to go and cover Burn for his errors left, right, and centre. And then the fact is Botman had to do his own defending as well. Yep. You can't do 2 jobs when you're playing a team like Arsenal. And like the alarmingness of the fact that Eddie didn't change it at all at any stage until the last 25 minutes. And then he said, "Oh, we'll just sit on it." Absolutely ridiculous. That's when we should have been going at it because Arsenal were opening up then and coming out. We'll bring players on like Odegaard and that. We just sat back and let them take it. What we're doing? All season we've done this, right? This is what's fucked me off this season, right? And I'm going to say it now. Since we saw these, I'm going to have to mention his name. It's like Eddie Howe hasn't got a different option or dimension other than just play negative football. It's almost as if he's went, "Oh, we haven't got an outlet up front now to run the wings, run the channels, and hasn't got pace up front. So what we'll do is we'll play not to win, but we'll play to draw or not lose." Now, I'm sorry, if Steve Bruce did that, we would be giving him fucking pelters. Eddie Howe deserves criticism for this because he's playing too safe. It's too negative. Arsenal had 20 efforts at our goal yesterday. 20 at home. We made them look like fucking Brazil. When the last 5 games we played against them, we've beaten them 4 the last 5 times. And they haven't even had a shot per game in them games. Yet they've had 20 yesterday. I don't get it, and I just didn't get anything. And instead of going to a back 5, why did you keep Dan Burn on? He was having a nightmare of a game. He is allowed to come off it. You can take him off at some stage. I just don't get it. It's like, and at the end of the game, when he comes out and says, the desire was there to win. Was it? Well, I didn't see any desire to win. I saw a desire to go 1-0 up, and then that's it.
That was it, yeah. Shut up shop. That's it. We've got it. No chance.
You cannot do that against a team like Arsenal who are fighting for a title. You've seen how many times. And the thing that pisses us off even more is we've conceded 2 goals from corners. 2 fucking goals from corners in 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. It's like we haven't learned anything.
I mean, yeah. The fact is, Mason, if it wasn't for Nick Pope, we could have been a couple of goals down, as he had a couple of a decent opportunity, which he tipped around. Trossard hit the post, which was a bit unlucky. So there's warning signs already that we've let them straight into the game.
Not just that, he had that Yakovez chance, but right just before they scored the first goal. The equaliser.
What annoys me is people are having a go at Pope for the 2 goals. I'm sorry, but It's not Nick Pope's fault. We should be able to defend a fucking corner. Simple as that.
I think you could blame Pope in a way, but it's shite defending.
How is it
Bottom
that
of the
Dan
end,
Burn, who's 12 and Gabriel to start with, gets out jumped by him? He doesn't get his feet off the floor.
That's what pisses me off with that one as well. Right, let's talk about the penalty decision that was overturned by VAR that Arsenal thought they had. Right, Mason, was this the right decision?
It did look in a way. When I looked on Sky Sports this afternoon, there was contact in that. If you look at it closely, there was a bit of contact in that.
Does get a little touch on his toe on the ball.
Not just that, both of the Gyökeres and Pope's knees and legs, well, the middle of the leg, there was contact in that leg.
Mm-hmm. It's a funny one, that one, because there is contact, but also Pope does get a little touch. I thought also going to get it straight away, but Gerald Gillett, he had a look and he overturned the decision, which I was very, very amazed by it, to be honest. But the thing is, after that, Chippaz, we then take the lead. It was a short corner that we took, but it was a great crossing by Tonali, and Volamada just does out well. And another thing I think Gabriel needs to take a look at himself, because he must have been embarrassed by that, the way he went down. Barely any contact, and he tried to go down and he tried to look for a foul.
Well, can I ask, right, how today on Sky, all I've moaned about was the Arsenal penalty. They haven't mentioned ours. They've not mentioned the Gabriel forearm and Walter Amada's face. They've not mentioned any of that.
They haven't actually, no.
No, it's all been about this Arsenal penalty. What about our two incidents? They've not mentioned it at all.
Apparently they see looked at, and we'll discuss that as well.
It's just ridiculous. It's not. It's just VR. It's right. It's the right thing, but it's the wrong people doing it. As I've always said, it needs to be a separate body from the referees to operate it, because they're too pally and too friendly with each other.
Apparently rested Hall. Well, how come Eddie plays other players into the ground? I'm not buying it.
Why?
I think Hall could have at least made the bench.
Why are you resting him against Arsenal?
Exactly. We knew Dan Burn went at left back. That was us scratching my heads to say, surely Eddie should have learned that, and it never worked. And he was up against Saka. Not just Saka, who absolutely rinsed him, even Jurriën Timber as well.
Well,
Xhaka.
Sorry, Saka.
I thought you said Xhaka first.
I don't get it. I really don't.
Next game, we play Burn, Chow, and Shared Botman just to fit his favourites in. Tino overplayed, injured. We'll talk about Tino's injury. Next two games are must-wins. I'm not accepting draws. We say Galeese might be a hard game, but Forest is a must-win game for me. The fact is, they've had a rotten start under Postecoglou.
Not win or score
anything but a win is not acceptable next Sunday. We've got to beat Forest.
It's a relegation 6-pointer.
And the fact is, if we don't beat Forest, I think we are in trouble. We are going to be in trouble.
I can't see where our next win's coming from.
I think we will. I think we can be Forest, but we're going to have to be on it.
We can beat them, but
again, it's what attitude are we going into the game?
I can say we've drawn both games and not win them because of how Eddie's setting up at the minute.
Yeah, why on earth were you sitting back while only one? Exactly. Why are we not building on it? You cannot be forward to sitting on a 1-0 lead against Arsenal. Arsenal have improved their team as well. They've got other options. They didn't have to have Odegaard starting. He didn't have to start. Marino didn't score, who scored the goal, who scored the equaliser. And the defending shite for the late goal. You know Gabriel has been good to get on the end of set pieces, and that is exactly what he did, and punished us for it. No worry, lads. Vissel will save us, but I thought Big Nick was a striker. The fact he is not, he's a number 10. I think he's still going to adapt the striker role. I really still think he did. Well, funny, I was thinking it was just like a Pardew tactic earlier. I think Gordon's lost interest. The fact is, Mason, both of our wingers were, well, I think Elanga was ineffective for me as well. The wingers are not looking to provide any service.
I didn't see nothing in wingers yesterday.
Sorry, Murphy was terrible, and that's Gordon just... I don't know what is up with Gordon. And again, was Barnes any better when he come on? I don't think he was.
No, Mikel Keane's just scored for him. It's 1-0.
Oh. Eddie out.
No,
I'm not Eddie out. I think this...
Can I just say something quickly?
Around. Yep.
I don't know what is going on with Gordon at the minute.
He is not performing up to standards. There's some... I don't know what... Yep, there is something definitely wrong. Exactly. You can never sit back in the Premier League. I'll give it until the West Ham game 2nd in November. If we lose that against a very poor side, then I think he's gone. Martin, good evening. That's worrying a bit. Did it annoy you, Chippaz? I think it did. But also for football, we would have conceded at least 3 to 4 goals, right? Yep. He has a habit lady of playing not to get beat. I hate that. Be brave and fight. The team doesn't look happy, in my opinion. It's the wingers that need to sort their shit out. Exactly. Not performing. Correct points. Chippaz Paul kicked it straight to them. Yep. Lee's asking, did you do anything for your birthday around? Oh, nothing yet.
When I fell for some reason, I just went to the gym and then I went for some reason.
Thanks, son. Pope was proper blocked off there. Second, anyone who hasn't watched Match of the Day, go watch. Yep. Gabriel should have been on the pitch. Right. What did you think of the bit of the bit of thingy by Gabriel? Do you think he was lucky to get away with it?
Yeah, should have been sent off. You can't do that. You can't raise your hands at anybody. And...
The fact is, if Voldemort went down, then that might have given the referee an option. But the fact is, he said, a fair play to Voldemort coming out and saying that he's not that kind of player. He doesn't want to try and embarrass himself to get players sent off. But you know what? If you see why other players do it to try and see if it gets that player sent off.
Well, that's the thing. If you'd gone down there, he probably would have got the criticism more than, anything else.
Yep. That's it. Rebecca, good evening. Hope you're well. The facts are we barely beat Wolves awful against Leeds and Bournemouth. I'm 50-50. I cannot give an answer on Howe's future, and we need to get this credit in the bank base. It's a bullshit bit. It's a results business. Agree, Chippaz. They don't want to show each other up as they know they could be ref next time, and the ref on VAR shows them up. Pope saying his arm was tugged, only a Newcastle playing next to him for that horrendous kick. We know Pope's got an issue with his kick, and we know that. Chippaz is concerned we could be in a relegation battle if we're not careful. I don't think we will. I think we can still get out of it, but we're going to have to buck our ideas up, and we can't be sitting on 1-0 leads. People say, but we did against Wolves. That was Wolves, who are being absolutely dog shite all season. Arsenal are not Wolves. Same last time, we only had 5 points, but it needed, 7 or 9 game streak to get us going. Absolutely. Gordon's been terrible. Gordon has been off the boil for some time, not just this season. There was a lot of performances towards the end of last season, but particularly when he got dropped out for Harvey Barnes, when Barnes was on that really, really good run. Murphy's our best winger. Who would have thought that 4 years after the takeover? Yep, but I didn't think Murphy was on it yesterday for me. He wasn't. The wingers, they make themselves available. Exactly. Totally. Julie says, Gabriel, thanks for the points, though. Why didn't we look at it again? Good question, Darren. That's what I like to know. Because also a cartel club.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Gordon's been off it since the end of last season. He has. He totally has. Right. Second off, Chippaz again. Same old. Not looking to go for that second goal. Right. Do you think we're also taking players off too early? The likes of Voldemort, the likes of Joe Linton. Yeah. I know we've got Champions League, but do you think they were taken off too early?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How are you supposed to get fit if you're not playing them long enough? You take them off for an hour every game.
Exactly. And do you know what? Asula came on, and do you know what he did? Nout. Absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. I know he got 2 goals against Bradford City. That was Bradford. And I thought I did praise his performance, but when he came on the pitch yesterday, he offered absolutely nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. I'm sorry, the guy is not Premier League quality. He just isn't right now. And it's just going to get to a point now where we could be needing a new striker in January. And if we are going to listen to offers if we do listen to offers for Sula, okay. Or could it be we just let him have a loan spell away where he can look to develop himself a bit more? But the fact is, Chippaz, you thought maybe after that performance the other week, you could have maybe offered something a little bit. We didn't see anything again. We didn't see nothing from Asula yesterday.
He's not good enough, man.
He isn't. I mean, Mason, Asula, nothing.
That's Premier League proven, unfortunately, and I think once Wisa comes back, we probably won't be seeing Asula play anymore. But if we get, and then have either Wrexham or Cardiff beat each other, and we'll get them too. You'll probably be playing. Probably be playing against them kind of teams, and I hope if he does, if we do get Cardiff, I swear to God, I'll hope the bastard breaks a couple of legs, because I would like to see him stay. I would anyone.
German needs benching. Bonds needs to skedaddle. Asula needs to be featured more so he can grow on. Unfortunately, if Tino was out long term, you got to give Kraft time on the pitch. Right, let's talk about the equaliser again. It's just, why isn't Paul just standing there? Chippaz, why is he just standing there for me? I get it's poor defender, but he should be looking to try and dive to his post for that. He might have got something on that.
He never comes off his line, does he? That's the thing, he doesn't come off his line. But if Dan Burn jumps, he gets ahead of Gabriel. That's all he needs to do if Dan Burn jumps, but he stands there static.
Absolutely. Yep. The thing is, Pete, our owners are PIF. They will not accept spending 200 for exactly the won't, Brian. Rebecca, how yesterday was on how bringing those 3 substitutes on all at once killed us off and Burn at left back was criminal. It was. Peter, how is it we spent 50 million on Alanga and Murphy still get played? Because the thing, I don't think Alanga has set the world alight really for me right now. There's been a couple of good performances, but I thought he was ineffective for me when he came on yesterday. His final product needs working on. I know we won't finish in the top 10. I'm getting really worried about it. Sunderland is going to finish above us. The fact is, look how Sunderland are, as much as we hate to say this, even look how Sunderland are performing.
Yeah.
Better be couldn't.
We laughed at Don getting DCL. How many would want him as things are now compared to Asula?
You know what it is?
Level is. Yep.
You know what? I would rather have DCL in Venezuela. That's if we're still bringing Baltimore and Wisa. If we had the opportunity of signing DCL, I would have took him in a heartbeat, along with Wisa and Baltimore.
He was good against Bradford. Shows what level he's at. To be honest, great lad though, but we need better backup. We do. Reagan, evening. Hope you're well. I think he was good to train. Alanga was bought first. Before the Isak saga. Yeah, he was, absolutely. I'm sick of hearing about Sunderland like if they are shite man just having a honeymoon period. Well, it is, but we just need to be. But in a way, we've put this in our own selves because I don't know. I thought a good opportunity to try and keep our record going against them. We've won that. When we've got a decent record against them at home massively, we've won the last 2 games. Last 3 games actually in a row. One in the Carabao Cup, the other 2 in the Premier League. You thought, right, this is an opportunity to get them rattled again. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. We just did not do that.
And I see off you against Chippaz.
Right, let's talk about it. Here we go. Right, the penalty decision that we didn't get. Right, Chippaz, penalty or not?
Yeah, his hands are in a natural position. If you're sliding, the first thing you don't do is put your hand up like that.
Right,
Touch
they've
down.
said it's come off. It's deflected off Gabriel's shin first.
But it didn't
Do you
look like
think
that from what we've seen.
I'm not sure if it does go off his shin.
No.
Right, it
Does it?
says the rules state if the ball deflects off another part of your body before it gets to your hand, it's not a handball, which is fair enough. But I don't know if that does hit Gabriel's shin. Mason, do you think it does? Do you think it hits Gabriel's shin?
It hit off his leg.
Do you think it did hit off his leg?
It looked a bit. But the fact is, if it hit off his hand first, then you probably would have given it the penalty.
The fact is,
The
if it
fact
hasn't
is,
hit
if
his shin, if it's hit his hands first, it's a Stonewall
If
penalty.
it's hit his hand first, if it's hit off his hand first, then it is a penalty. But that's what gets me. If it hits off his like, I don't know, his fucking arse,
Obviously, if it did hit his leg, then it's not a penalty. But I don't know if it hits his leg because Galanga's going to cross the ball in the box. It's just.
But look, it's a hard one. But if it did hit off his hand first, then if it is a penalty, 100%.
We had a penalty against us. I can't see the deflection off the knee. Big Joe's not doing. Do you thought it was a quiet game for Joe Linton as well yesterday, Chippaz? Because I thought against their midfield, he would love to try and roughen them up.
Yeah, I didn't realise he was on the pitch. He didn't do anything. He wasn't physical or nothing.
Disappointing. But
Not
also,
about he didn't do anything.
But even also said they think they should have had a handball decision when apparently Martinelli had a shot and it apparently came off Bruno's arm.
I've not seen that.
I've seen it. It could have been given, maybe. Rebecca says those model planes have got more chance of flying than we have making top four. The same ref, it was at Liverpool v Palace, sat and couldn't see it flick Salah's hand when everyone else could then see it flick off his shin. What the fuck? Yep. But still a hit off his leg, head off his hand. Then he stopped the ball going to the box. But we never had a play in the box ready to shoot. It's a red card because technically it's denied of a goal. Well, I'm sure would it be a red card? Could have been a yellow. Could be a deliberate one. The ref made a mistake not giving us the penalty, so he wasn't going to give us. So Darren's on the thing that they should add a penalty as well. Again, it is a bit of a tough one, as well. They say that there is a clash between Pope and the Enquiries, but they think Pope does get a toe on the ball. But I'm just down more the fact of the night that we've just sat on a 1-0 lead. We haven't looked to build on it. Also get 2 goals right. The winner, it's a poor kick by Pope, which then Arsenal get a corner out of it. And Odegaard floats the ball in the box. And Gabriel just gets his head on it, which he knows he can do from set pieces. And it's shit defending. And Arsenal have went and snatched the winner. Yeah, Mason.
With the game he had, Newcastle does that at the end. Why? I said it on TTR this morning. Paul agreed with us. He bottled it.
We know Pope's kick is shocking.
You can't.
However, it's not all down to him, though.
I said to you after the game.
Where you come from, it's his kicking. We know his kicking's a problem.
I said to you yesterday after the game, I am sick to death of him. I want to see a Ramsdale more now. I want to see Ramsdale play more from now on because I'm sick and tired of Pope's kicking. It's doing me head in. Why can we not just give Ramsdale a chance?
I mean, Chippaz, do you agree?
Well, what did we sign Ramsdale for? We're not going to give him a chance.
Oh. Look, we know Pope's kicking isn't great. We know he's a good shot stopper, Pope, but you've got to say as well that if it wasn't for Pope, we could have been at least 2 or 3 down.
We'd have been 3-0 down. So, listen, if you could have half of Pope and half of Ramsdale, like more together, then yeah, it would be great, but we can't.
Yep. What kind of message does the head coach say when he sits back 1 out against Arsenal and F. Wanker? Eddie just got it. You've got to put a question on Eddie yesterday. It's why leave Lewis Hall out? He could have made the bench easily. Right. The Tino injury, it's going around that it's not as bad as they think it could be, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's not. Because I thought at first, when a stretcher comes out and players are taken off on a stretcher, you're worried that it could be a very serious injury, but they're probably thinking it might not be as bad as first feared. Yeah, Chippaz.
Touch wood. I think they've said medial ligaments, haven't they? So
it could be just strains. It could be just heavy bruising.
I think what we'll know is he won't be playing before the international break. These 2 games.
No, I think next 2 games he's out.
Yeah.
And again, it's a massive blow to us because Tino's been one of our best players this season, which means it's going to have to be Trippier right back, who hasn't got a lot of pace, to be fair, now, unfortunately.
He might play Kraft one game and Trippier on the other.
Do you know what? If Kraft gets more of a look in, fair enough.
But he might play Chow at right back and play Burn and Botman at centre halves, just to play Dan Burn.
Maybe, but I think we need Chow and Botman as our centre backs now.
We do, but
we know we've got Cher to come back against apparently on Wednesday, but whether he comes straight back in, I don't know.
Let's wait and see.
Well, that's it. That's it. True. Like you said, against teams like Wolves, it probably works, but trying to soak an entire second half assault by them after he saw yeah. Totally. And then he got booked for arguing we didn't get the penalty, but Arteta went on the pitch 5 times in front of us when we were run down the line, but the fourth official, they do nothing about it. I couldn't tell him. Was it not Tyndall that got booked? It was one of the 2. Things ain't going to be good without Tino, said Lord. Hope the lads are quick. He yep. It was a cowardly challenge by them. It was. Kraft at right back, Trips left. No, I don't think Trips works at left back.
Oh, it didn't work for him.
The fact is, right, Jamal Lascelles came on as well. Again, a very strange one as well. If you need a change up in the back, I think Kraft could have came in there for me. I just don't see what Lascelles offers now to this team.
I don't get me. Why not bring Miley on and put another midfielder on to cancel it out?
Yeah.
Because they were going through our midfield far too easily. Put another midfielder in.
Could have done that. I was very surprised Miley didn't make an appearance. I'm surprised no one in the came on in the midfield yesterday. I think we were starting to tire out a little bit in the midfield yesterday as well.
Because they were chasing shadows the whole game.
Exactly. We should have maybe looked to have brought up some fresh legs on, whether it was Miley, someone like that. But, oh, God, Trevor. Oh, God. If I had to pick one, it'd probably be Trips.
None.
But no, well, if I had to pick one, it would be Trips. But yeah. But I thought we would have learned our lesson with Dan Burn at left back. We know it just doesn't work. And I don't know why Eddie went with it yesterday. I'm just really puzzled by it. And it can clear up against the likes of Saka, up the likes against the Jury and Timber. And you could clearly got absolutely outdone, completely outdone. And even Botman had to bail his backside out a few times yesterday. Just think we'd be travelling over to Belgium tomorrow. Let's see the players because haven't even had a rest because we would have been training for the Champions League today. Could have been as well. So
Lewis said that because players need a certain time of rest. So
they might have had a day's rest and then they go again tomorrow.
Because after a game, usually someone have like a day's rest.
Like a walk down or something like.
Usually some of them have recovery sessions and all after a game, so that's what I probably would have been doing today.
Yeah, could have well done. Right then, we'll do the player ratings now. Remember to take part in the chat, guys, and let us know what your ratings are going to be. So here we are. Right, we'll be asking, we'll all do all the players as well. Right, Chippaz, what we given for Nick Pope?
Jesus. This is a hard one. I'm going to say 8.
Okay.
Because if it wasn't for him, there could have been a bloodbath. It would have been more. It could have been 3, 4, 5 without him yesterday.
It could have done.
And I made an error kicking it out for their goal, but we could have defended the corner. So if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't have been a game yesterday. It would have just been a massacre.
Okay, Mason.
7.
7. And why?
I would give them an 8 if he hadn't bottled it at the end.
Fair enough. Pull-ups kept us in it. Pulled off some good saves. It could have been more Arsenal if it wasn't for Paul, but that kick, you've got to mark him on that as well, and I'll go with a 7 as well for Pope. So, right, what we got some 7.5s. We've got a 6, a 7, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 7.5, and 8. I feel like we are in a position where Eddie doesn't want to bench his core guys because then he will lose the dressing room. He'd rather prioritise friendship over kicking the opponent's ass. But some of these players have got to realise, the likes of Byrne, the likes of Trippier, the likes of Fabian Schär, they are agent players now. They've got to know that they're not going to get the opportunities as what they have been. That's what them players should be looking to understand as well. How we pulled off a few of those saves, then didn't move for their first is baffling. I know we got a 9 as well. 10 if he hadn't screwed up at the end. Could have well done. Right, so we go back to you again, Chippaz, with Tino Livramento at right back.
I'm going to give him a 7.
Okay.
Don't think he had a great game, but I don't think he had a bad game. I think he was steady.
Okay. Mason?
I'm tempted either between an 8 or a 7. I'll go with an 8.
8, okay then.
I thought he was one of the better players yesterday.
Okay.
Aye, Chip, that's what I'm watching you.
I'm just getting my phone charger.
You know what? Decent display from Tino. I'm just praying the injury is not a serious one. Hopefully we'll get more news.
Speaking of you, Dan James has done his.
Oh.
And apparently he's going to be out for the rest of the season.
Oh, Jesus. Hopefully that's not going to be that. So, yeah, it was a decent performance from Tino. Still, I'm going to go with a 7 as well. Right then, back to you, Chippaz. Malik Chow.
8.
He was outstanding for me again yesterday.
Yeah, 10, outstanding. Didn't make a mistake. Not much got through him. 8 out of 10.
Mason?
Yeah, I'll go with an 8 as well. It seemed as Tino one of the better players yesterday.
Yeah. Very solid, very good performance from Chow yesterday again. Starting to adapt to the Premier League as well. Very, very good. But they must be so frustrated as well when other people around him are absolutely switching off. So I'm going to go with an 8 as well for Chow. People just look at the Tino ratings. We've got some 7, 7, 7.5, 7, 7, 7. A lot of 7s coming in. 7, 7. 8.5, 8.5, 9. A lot of 9. Some 9s and 8s coming in for Chow as well. Chow was superb, solid 9. Chow an 8. He's playing better than I thought he would at the tune. Yep, absolutely. Right, back to you, Chippaz. Alongside him, Sven Botman.
Well, I was going to give him higher than this, but I'm giving him an 8 as well. But I would give him higher if he wasn't involved in that melee with Gabriel for the goal, because Gabriel runs off behind him and Botman sort of loses him for the goal. Obviously, Dan Burns ahead of Gabriel, so you should see that move happening. So I'm going to give Botman an 8 because I think maybe if he jumped as well for that goal, maybe they don't score it.
So you've gone for an 8, right, Mason?
Yeah, Louis what Chippaz said, I'll give him an 8 in there. Yeah, you should have done better with what happened with him and Gabriel. Apart from that, I thought he was decent in the game along with Chow and Tino, so I'll give him an 8.
Do you know what? 8 as well for me. As well, still solid. The good thing is we're managing to keep staying fit so far, which is good. We know what we get out of Botman as well. But again, he must be a bit annoyed as well when, again, some of the players around him are switching off as well. And he's had to bail and he's had to bail someone out as well at times. Well, Judy just doing her race, catching up on her ratings as well. So we've got 9, 8.5, and I'm going to go with an 8 for Botman as well. 8, 7.5, 8, 8, 1, 7. Stood off for their first. Actually did, didn't he? Botman was also on the ball most of the time. 8, 8, Botman an 8 as well. Right, so we go to left back. Back to you, Chippaz. Dan Burn.
3. He's just awful. Got exposed far too much, played out of position, and just he had a shocking game. So 3.
Yeah, Mason.
Oh, for God's sake.
1.
Oh. And
End
know,
of.
He's
not a left back. What did he not fucking see him? I do agree what I said. He hasn't played left back for 2 bastard years. Honestly, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it clearly didn't work, did it? And he got absolutely torn a new one by the likes of Saka and Jurriën Timber, and out jumped by Gabriel for the winning goal. I'm going to go with a 1 as well. It just clearly didn't work, did it? Right then, okay. Let me just look at the ratings for these. 2, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5. BDB was awful at times. 4.5. He did get a few good ones in, hence the 5 raise. Exactly. I didn't get it. Understand it, Darren. He should not. We know left back doesn't work, and it didn't work. And we know what happened. It was the wrong decision to do. Right. Back to you, Chippaz, with Sandro Tonali.
I'm going to give him a 5.
Ooh.
I just don't think he was in the game as much. It was a hard game for him because the midfield they weren't in the game. The midfield, Arsenal's midfield completely dominated us. Our midfield just were invisible for a lot of the game, chasing shadows. And yeah, he got an assist for the Voltamara goal, but he was quiet apart from that. So I'm going to give him a 5.
Okay, Mason.
4.
4.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a little bit better in the but he couldn't do much with the players around him.
Did well for the assist, but he had a bit of a quiet game, didn't he? I thought. I'll go with a 6. I'll give him the 6 for the assist. Yeah, we've got a lot of.
Actually, I got him a 5 for the assist. I got him a 5.
6, 7, 7, 6. Tonali, very quiet, unusual game for him. 7, 6, 6, 6. On the 6s coming in for Tonali. He's carrying Bruno, 6. Right then. Back to you, Chippaz. Bruno.
4. Just wasn't in the game. Just invisible most of the game. Didn't do anything that I remember significant. In instead of trying to J the players up, you should really have. I mean, J the fans up. You should really have tried Jing some of the players up because some of them needed a rocket up their backside.
Okay. Do you know what? Yeah, it wasn't great. Mason.
Bruno was poor yesterday. He could have done a lot better. And I do agree what Chippaz just said. Why do you jeer up the fans, but you should be jeering up some of your players who were poor yesterday? 4.
Yeah, it was quite a quiet game from Bruno yesterday. I thought again, one that can like to roughen up the Arsenal team as well. Just didn't see that yesterday, unfortunately. 4 as well. I think I'm going to go with a 4 as well. 5, 4, 3, 6, 3, 4.5. By far, Bruno's worst game. 5. Bruno was shite. 3, 4, 6, 5. Bruno, poor, needs to James himself up. Yep, absolutely. Right, last one in midfield. Back to you, Chippaz. Joe Linton.
3.
Oh.
Just wasn't in the game. Didn't impose any physicality on the game. Didn't really get a foot in, and it was like he wasn't even on the pitch. So I just didn't. There was nothing from him.
So what we going with?
3.
3. Mason.
2.
Oh, okay then.
I've always wanted the poorest out of the 3 in the midfield.
It was quite enough. Was it again? I thought he could have roughened up that Arsenal team, but he didn't. So you've gone 3. Oh, no, you went 2. Where did you go 2? I'll go with a 4. Wasn't good. Just a quiet one. Got a 3, 2, 4, 2.5, 4, 4. Too many are complacent. J7 1. He was lucky to stay on the pitch. He could have been sent off. Ooh, what did he? Don't know what he did. 3, 5, 2. J7 4. He hasn't been the same since his last season. Yeah. J7 and an early booking, so you had to play the game rather than the player 5.
He didn't get booked, did he?
Yes, he did.
And late in the second half, if he got booked, because the ref didn't really produce his cards, did he?
Rebecca says, ouch, Mason, for the raid you've given for Joe Linton. The problem is we have no decent replacements for the same players. They know they can have the off game. The fact is, we need Ramsey back as well. That's another player we need back as well, Jacob Ramsey. Right, into the attacking 3 now. Back to you, Chippaz. Murphy.
2.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely shocking, and that back pass to Pope, where we nearly conceded that penalty, was absolutely criminal. And then he did nothing else the whole game. Wasn't he? It's like he wasn't even on the pitch. Shocking. It didn't do anything.
Okay, Mason.
1.
Oh, okay. And why?
Look, this is going to allude on the goal as well. Did fuck all. Nothing. And he was shit.
He was poor yesterday. I'm a bit disappointed because he's been providing the assist, and yesterday we just didn't see it. Unfortunately, yesterday, which is very disappointing. It really, really is. I'll go with a 3. It was really off from Murphy yesterday. We got 2, 4, 0, 0.5, 0, 4, 0. Waste of a player being on the pitch. It wasn't good, was it? Right then, left side, back to you, Chippaz, with Anthony Gordon.
2 as well. Did absolutely nothing in the game. Try to shimmy and stuff like that, and just doesn't work. Arsenal defenders read it so easily and scared to beat a man, scared to do anything really, and didn't look at either. He's a shadow of the player he was 2 years ago. So 2.
Mason. 1. Same as Murphy. The fact is, what pissed me off with Gordon yesterday, I think he passed the goal, passed the ball to Tonali. Tonali when I'm with the ball to go into the box. Where still walking all the way up to the Gallagher. I was just thinking to myself, you lazy scouse cunt. Because he could have clearly right up there, Tonali would have passed the ball to Gordon. Gordon puts it in the box, could have had a clear chance, but what did he do? No. He was being a lazy bastard and just walked the whole length from the halfway line to the Gallagher. Actually, no, 0. I'm actually going to give him a 0 for that. For being a lazy cunt yesterday, just walking from the halfway line all the way to the Gallagher. He did fuck, and he didn't provide with a chance.
I'll go with a 2. Is he trying? Maybe, but there's nothing coming off it, is there? Do you know what? I think he's sulking as well at times. I don't know if anyone else has seen it. I think he's absolutely sulking as well. 2. It was just shite yesterday. No. Right, let's have a look. 4, 1, 2, 0.5, 0, -1, 0, 6. Oh, 6. Oh, Ian, very generous, but it's your rating. What's happened to Gordon? Exactly, Darren. He's so far the shadow of himself right now. -1 for wearing that stupid headband. 0. He needs an orthopedic surgeon to sort his neck out since his head got turned last season. 3. To be fair, I don't think I've ever liked going from the start. Knows he's playing for half the wages Liverpool would have given had he gone. Gordon plays like he doesn't want to be here, and we've got a 1. Yep, it's very disappointing to see the performances from Gordon so far. They're really, really not what they should be. We know what Gordon can do, but why aren't we seeing it? Right, last one. Back to you, Chippaz, with Big Nick.
Give him an 8. Put a ball in the back of the net. Look dangerous all the time. I don't think Arsenal's defenders handled them. It's just our players for some reason aren't reading what he's doing. Because if we were reading what he's doing, I think we'd be creating and having a lot more opportunities. And it just seems that some of our players are a bit scared to gamble on it as well. I think you see how good he is with the ball at his feet for such a big person. He's really good with it. It's just some of our players aren't up to his wavelength or up to speed with him. Hopefully that'll change, but they're not reading them yet. So hopefully when they do, things will change. So I'll give him an 8.
Okay, Mason.
The fact is, I felt sorry for him yesterday because I think the two wingers should have done a lot better, helping wise. They could have easily give them more chances in the box. Good, well taken goal. But he was let down by the players around him, big time, especially the 2 wingers. So I thought he did all right yesterday, yes.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, got the goal as well. Does look good on the ball. Him as well. Some nice touches again from him as well. Hopefully we get more goals, but you need to be giving him the service. Which is why we got him in, which is why we got the player in. We need to give him more service than what we did. But good header yesterday again. I'll go with an 8 as well for Big Nick. So 8, 8, 7, 8, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 7. 8 needs more help. I like Big Nick. He has great touches. Big Nick shows some passion on the pitch too. He does. Sadly, losing Isak has had a bad effect on the team. It has, but in a way, Darren, he's gone. We should be just moving on from him completely now. We don't need to should be thinking about him anymore. He needs a goal celebration. Can't wait for Visit to start for us. Hopefully it'll happen. Big Nick has scored more than... Well, he has too. He hasn't got any yet. There you go. So you're all right. Substitutions now. So back to you, Chippaz. First one, Anthony Alanga.
We'll give him a 5. I think, again, for some reason when he comes on, we use the opposite side of the pitch. We don't use him enough. And when we did use him, he should have got really a penalty for it. So I'll give him a 5, but again, we need more from him, and I want to see us use him more, as opposed to bringing him on for just 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever he came on for.
So we gone 5.
5, yeah.
Mason?
4.
4. Okay.
He could a little bit better, but he didn't do much yesterday.
Didn't do out special for me when he come on yesterday. Nothing spectacular. I'm going to go with a 5 as well. You know what? The rat was a lazy selfish bastard. Yep. Nick got big similarities. 4, 5, 5, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5 for Elanga. 5. Elanga 1. Don't rate him at all. Glorified sprinter overpriced. Elanga needs games. He does. But he needs to work on his final product, though. Elanga 4, he has speed, but his passing ain't that clever. Right, Chippaz, back to you. What are we going with for Willisula?
2, he done nothing. Offered nothing, did nothing. So 2.
Okay, Mason.
0. I literally didn't see nothing in him. Nothing in him yesterday. Seriously, 0.
Was even on the pitch. Absolutely anonymous yesterday. 1 as well. Just did absolutely out. Right. Yep, they do. 3, 2, 0 was like a headless chicken. 2, 1, 1, 2, 5, -2, 1 for Asula. Right. Back to you, Chippaz. Trippier.
5. Didn't really do anything in the game, really. Got skinned a couple of times. In fact, I'll downgrade that to a 4.
Okay. 4.
Yeah.
Mason.
'When actually, I agree with the twin shag. I'll give Trippier a 3.
Ooh.
Again, he did nothing apart from a couple of field goals. That was it.
Fair enough, yeah. 4 for me as well. Yeah, got outdone by a few times, I thought. So we know he hasn't got pace any more trips. And the good thing is he wasn't on set pieces. Do you know how I noticed our set pieces looked a little bit more better yesterday? When Tonali was on them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all right. So I've gone with a 4 for trips. Good night, lads. Eddie, a 1. 0.5.
Lewis, you were the one who started it.
5, 4, 4, 4, 6. Asula is not Premier League material. Looked half decent in the cup against exactly Rebecca. 3 and a 5 for trips. Trip standard 5.
Lewis, you were the one who started it.
Right then, hard to score trips. Right.
Harvey Barnes, isn't it?
No, there's still another one. Right here, trips. Sorry, Chippaz. Lascelles.
4 again. I did nothing. Don't remember doing any contributions or any tackles or anything or any contribution with the ball. So 4.
Mason.
2.
Okay. And why?
Again, nothing on the ball.
4 for me as well. We know it's a player we should have moved on, wasn't it?
Yep.
It's a player we got to move on the end of the season or January. It's got to be January or the end of the season. He's gone. He has to go.
Hopefully he gets a transfer sport, and obviously I do feel sorry for him if he has to play with that shite in goal. But still, I think it is time for him to move on in January, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, there's some fallen cells. So 3, 2, 4. Captain and Fabulous. The fact we are still bringing Lascelles on is shite. And a 4 for well, and a 1 for Jamal Lascelles. Right. Last one, but it was very late though. But it was Harvey Barnes.
I'm not scoring him because he didn't do anything.
Standard 5.
0. He didn't do anything at all.
Mason.
yeah, it's going with 0.
Okay then. Was very late, so he didn't do out, did he? To be honest, did he?
Nah.
I'll go with a 4 actually. So yeah. Right. Then a 0. NA. Avi was his usual self. 0, 3. Who's just asked? Choppy says, would you give Lascelles to the Mackhams?
Lewis, when are you a Mackham?
No.
Don't even dare deny it, because you go on the Mackham channel as well, don't you?
Bonds, did he play? Exactly. Was he even there? It was very late
No.
on.
Oi,
Right then.
go back to Lewis's comment. You're a Mackham. Saying like they're doing better than us. You're a Mackham. Because he only can't banks on his mate.
Luke's got the new Northampton Town away shirt. Okay, then right. So into the final few now. Back to you, Chippaz.
Lewis, I know you do. I'm just taking it.
The referee, Gerard Gillett.
Lewis, I know you do. I'm just waiting you up.
3. He was just rubbish.
Well, we know he's not a good referee. Gerard Gillett, is he?
He's definitely not the best a man can get, so 3.
Mason.
Oh, 1. Useless Aussie twat. No. Doesn't have a fucking clue, doesn't he? He doesn't have a clue. Supposed to come over here from Australia to help the league out. Yeah, I think he's fucking downgraded. Okay, hell.
Yeah, I'll go with a 3 for the Gerard Gillett. We know he's a shit, not a good referee. Julie with our huge minuses. For both sides, 2, 4, 5, -4, 1. Ref score 1, and ref 2. Toss a ref -300. Right. Fill it, says Julie. Right. Back to you, Chippaz. Fans.
I'm not going to say 10. I'm going to say about 7.
Okay.
Because I think the atmosphere started all right, and then as the game went on, you could tell it was. I think, like the rest of it, I think we were a bit fed up with how we were playing, the team lineup, the whole lot. I just think all the fans just weren't happy. I don't think. I'm going to say 7. That's why. Save. I just think the fans weren't happy, and I can understand that because
I think the fans will be miserable on Sunday if you're there, Chippaz.
Hey, if I'm there, I'll be taking my fanny pack with us with signed photos.
So what are you going for? 7?
7. I just think the fans were fed up with the way things panned out, like I was.
Mason.
6.
6?
Aye. What's bad? Half the time was fucking depressing. Hope you're doing well, Joe, because he's texting Tony's chat. He's catching up. Hope you're doing well, Joe.
I know he's Joe. I'll go with an 8 for our fans. We know what we're like still. I'll go with the 8 for the fans.
Can I ask, right? Is anyone watching the Everton West Ham game and Idrissa Gueye is wearing tights? What's he do? Like, he's wearing tights?
Okay, is he?
Yes.
He's
wearing tights?
So, 10, because our fans were definitely fans. I've got one to pick out with the Arsenal fans, some Arsenal fans with a wanker saying to our pig against stress, but somewhere applauding it going off on a stretch. You don't want to see it. Oh, Jesus. If that's the case, disgraceful. Disgraceful.
Hey,
I don't know what it was, but if something has been said, if it was in regards to Tino coming off and doing it, twats. Okay, right. Last one. Chippaz, back to you. Eddie Howe.
I've got to say a 4. Got it wrong. Got the whole lot wrong. From the whole starting the lineup, the substitutions, the tactics, everything was wrong yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So a 4.
Yeah. 4, Mason.
2.
And why?
He got tactics, burn at left back. He got some of his decisions yesterday was baffling.
Mm-hmm. The way. Okay, yep. I'll go with a 4. Yep. Dan Burn at left back. Why? We know it doesn't work. You haven't done it for a while. Why did he do it yesterday? I do not get it. Yep. So a 4 for Eddie Howe. And as Rebecca just said, the game management was shocking. It was. 0, 2, 4. Eddie gets poor every game so far. He's got to turn it around some point. 2. Howe 3, not impressed. 3, game management was shocking. Saka versus Burn was never going to work. It clearly didn't work, and that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, yesterday. So there you are. There you are. Well, it's a defeat. Hopefully, we are better on Tuesday night, and Forest is a must-win game on Sunday. Next Sunday, we need to start improving on our performances, and we need to start picking points now. Before we go into the next international break, I don't want us to be further drift down the table. We cannot afford that. And we need to start waking up now. And when we get a goal up, we need to start building on it. Not bloody sitting on a 1-0 lead like we did yesterday. Didn't work. You cannot do it against an Arsenal team. Look what happened. There you are. Bob's your uncle. Arsenal go and get the winner. There you go. It was like Speedy Gonzalez versus a snail. Eddie Southgate 0. Hopefully it's not going to be. Hopefully we need to change it up at some point as well now. So there you are. Well then, we're going to start a wrap up there for tonight. Thank you to everyone. Mason, co-host of the channel. Chippaz, thank you so much for coming on. Some very great points there tonight. Cheers for coming on, and I think you nailed it spot on there as well. Those in the chat, thank you, and also mods, always appreciate what you do on the channel as well. In terms of content coming up throughout the rest of this week, we will be back tomorrow night. It is our match preview against St. Gallies, so we'll be doing the preview tomorrow. Wednesday after the game will be the live fan reaction show. That's your platform to come and have your say on the game, or either on the show or in the live chat. Either is absolutely fine. Thursday will be a match review and player ratings. And then we move on to Forest at the weekend. So there'll be content coming up for that as well. Right. So let's just run through these.
Of course, you forget what's happening on Friday. Of course, Friday.
Well, going to be a hell of a long season. Well, you know what happens. Good. Cheers, guys. Thanks, lads. Take care, all. Take care, guys. You as well. Rebecca, goodbye, everyone, and take care. Take care, all. See you tomorrow. Rachel, as always, much appreciated. Thanks, Peter Mason, Bud Chippaz, everyone, mods. Yep. I all take care. People just seem by. Hit the likes on the way out, people. Cheers so much. Remember, guys, if you have enjoyed the show, hit the thumbs up. It's important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results. And please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and your job goes on the channel week in, week out, please hit that subscribe button. Completely free to do so. It does help make the channel grow. We are getting closer now to 2,500 subscribers now. Help us get there. Your support means everything to us. And it helps us grows the channel, and it is completely free to do so as well. And please hit that bell. That does let you know whenever a live show does take place or a pre-recorded video gets uploaded. So please hit that bell to make sure all up to date with the content you do not want to miss at all. If you want to give a donation, feel free. If you want to become a member, it's 99p, the join button to become a member, and you'll be included in the prize draws we do as well. And again, hopefully, we will be looking to get some done very, very soon as well. Laters. I still can't believe how we didn't get a penalty for the handball from Gabriel. I don't care if it deflected off his knee. It hit his hand whilst it wasn't in a natural position. I know there's a lot of talking point about that as well. So, there you go. Well, then, let's hopefully we are better in the next game and in the game after that before the next international break. Well, then, guys, enjoy. And we'll see you again very, very soon. We'll see you all again tomorrow night. Until then, everyone, have a good night. Take care, all. Away the lads. See you later, everyone. And we'll see you again shortly. Have a good one, guys. Take care, all.